Okay, for anybody that's new here, this is how the confessions videos work. I used to work at Disney. I air a little bit of Disney's dirty laundry, and then I air a little bit of my dirty laundry. Now, when I worked for the Mouse, it became blatantly obvious to me that they were brainwashing the employees. Let me tell you how I figured this out. I took my family to Disney one time. We were on the monorail, and there was a little girl standing by the door, and I kind of twitched and put my hand out, and I was like, "Madam, please stand clear of the door. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas." My mom looked at me and she was like, "You're failing high school Spanish, but you just fluently told that little girl to get away from the door and sit down." I don't know what you're talking about. I just blacked out. What did I say? That was the second time I ever rode the monorail. Tell me how I knew that. They're brainwashing us. Now, if Disney brainwashes their employees, just imagine for a second what they might do to the people that bring money into the parks. Think about it. From the time you drive over that invisible line and you're on Disney's property, you see over 100 subliminal Mickeys on an average trip to the park. And I would sit back and wonder what it was like for the first wave of cast members, like back in the 50s and 60s, like that first cast member that realized that something was up. Probably went to his manager like, is it just me, or is Mickey's face in a lot of places around here that it shouldn't be? Well, golly, son, what do you mean? Is everything okay? No, it's just weird because I'll work a regular shift here and then I'll clock out and go home, and every time I close my eyes, I see Mickey's face. Gee willikers, well, I better look into this right away. Give me 1 second.
He knows. Send in the cleaner.
I'm just telling y'all, watch out for the subliminal Mickeys. Do they call them hidden Mickeys now because it sounds less brainwashy? You know, the general public started finding out about this, so they decided to make it like a game, like,
"Hey everybody, go see how many hidden Mickeys you can find."
The kids run off like,
"Yeah, let's get Mickey tattoos on our forehead!"
Oh, and before I forget, last Disney Confessions, I told you guys how amazing the Disney food was. Disney has turned me into a liar now because I went back there 2 months ago, and the food quality has gone way down. And for whatever reason, they doubled the price. You know you got a problem when me and all my black friends come to the parks and we won't even eat your chicken. I mean, that's code red. Okay, moving on. Attention would-be troublemakers that go into Disney, don't go up in there trying to be all cute. Let me tell you why. A lot of you don't know this, but Disney has secret service. I came into work one day, I'm walking up to greeter spot, and this guy in t-shirt and jeans comes up and he's like, "Which way did they go?" Girl was like,
"That away!"
Pshong! Took off. I go up to her and I'm like, what the heck was that all about?
"Some punk kids just stole from one of the vendors."
And who was that guy that just came up to you?
Disney Secret Service.
What?
Disney has special security that dresses up like guests, and they blend in. Don't ever tell anybody, okay?
Okay, I won't. And see, that info changed a lot for me because this was the weekend right after I stole all the 8:30 shows. This cancels out pretty much 90% of all my other devious plots that I had in motion. And the managers, every time I came in for a shift, were still going out of their way to make my job as painful as possible. You know, I actually tried to transfer to Tower of Terror because that was my favorite ride at the time. I get to Tower of Terror, there's a 10-year wait to transfer over there. What I found out was at the time, that was the only Disney ride on any Disney property that you didn't have to smile. You could show up looking all depressed like you hate life, and it worked because it themed with the overall ride. And everybody thinks that you're just in character. People from Disneyland Tokyo were trying to get up into that ride. And to be completely honest, I loved working at Indiana Jones, so I figured if I can't get in a Tower of Terror, I'm just gonna stick it out here. But the managers would just harass me daily. It got so bad, y'all, that I had to start taking my breaks in other people's break rooms. And something I learned really quick is Disney spoils the crap out of their character performers. In my break room, we got a rinky-dink TV from 1988, a VCR, and that's it. I walk into one of these character break rooms, they got a flat screen, snack bar, Guitar Hero. A lot of you guests will never know this because you never see behind the curtain, and honestly, you know what? I'm okay with that. It's just these managers. One day, Ron humiliated me so bad in front of the entire staff, and obviously, I can't do nothing to him, he's my manager. So you know who I took it out on? The guests. So I'm at Indiana Jones, show started. We had two main rules at Epic. Don't let anybody sit in the aisles on the stairs, and don't let anybody in through the exits once the show starts. That's it. I'm posted at the second exit. This family walks up to me and the dad goes,
"Yes, me and my family were visiting from England, and if it's not too much trouble, sir, could we just sit right over there on that empty bench, please?"
"Sorry, man. Once the show starts, can't let anybody in."
"We've only missed 10 minutes, so we visited the other parks, and the bus just took so terribly long. We leave for the airport in about 40 minutes. If we could just sit right over there on that bench, sir, please."
Sorry, man. Can't let anybody in through the exit once the show starts."
"Sir, but We're from England.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, please, I've spent all of my money on this trip. Once we get back home in England, I have to leave my family and work on an oil rig for 6 months, sir, because we have no more money.
For 6 months?
Yes, sir, please.
No.
Please, please, let's let me and my family in. We're from England.
No.
Please, sir. Sir, we just want to see Indy. Please, my children love Indy, sir. Please. You see that rock over there, sir? We'll even sit on the rock. Look at the sharp edges, sir. We probably cut ourselves and bleed to death on it. We don't care. Just please. Please. Please.
Let me think about it. No.
Thank you, sir. Good day.
And he turned and he started walking away with his family. I was like, Adonde, don't look ice cold. All right, you're just doing your job. I did take a glance over my shoulder. They didn't look happy. Fast forward 2 years, I get a job as a lifeguard working at a Hard Rock Hotel, and I'm sitting up by the pool watching the water. Boom, it just hits me. It's like, dude, you ruined their vacation. That little boy was crying as he walked away. You know what? From this day on, I'm gonna go out of my way and strive to be the best employee that I can possibly be. I'm not gonna get in competition with any of my coworkers. I'm just gonna try to outdo myself. Would you guys believe that it got to the point to where I was walking out of my job with $150 cash in my pocket from tips? That's unheard of as a lifeguard. I don't care if you're retail, hospitality, cast member, non-cast member. I'm gonna challenge you to be the best, whatever it is that you're doing. When you guys develop really good work ethics, you can apply that stuff to other parts of your life, and trust me, it'll open up a whole new world with new fantastic points of view.